Hello everyone, welcome to UFT Live project and it's day 2. So I hope you have went through UFT Live project day 1 and orientation session. So people who are here for Selenium Live training, so for their information it has been postponed for tomorrow. So today's session is cancelled. Actually it was from 7 p.m. Pacific but it was cancelled. So now we are going to start UFT Live project. So people who are interested, they can be there. All right. So we have talked about application which are going to test and how this project will work. So it is still we haven't divided it all in teams, and we still have to receive some confirmation from the participants. So what I thought we can discuss today a few points quickly, and then from uh, day 3, okay, that will be on Monday. So from Monday paid session will start, and then only uh, paid members can join day 3 onwards. All right. So having said that, let's get it started with what we are going to do when we'll start actually on this live project. Okay. So these were some prerequisite tasks what we have to do, and let me write here a few points about test activities. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'll note it down here so that it will be there for our reference when we'll get to start working on this. Okay, so first thing in test activities will be uh, level 1. Okay, so I hope this live project generally combines people from various experience and various level. So many people will be a very beginner in the UFT, and in in the same team there will be people who are experienced a little bit with UFT. So we'll start with uh, at very beginner level. So at level 1 we expect that uh, you should uh, aware of actions, okay, and data table. So all these concepts uh, you can implement, okay, functions. So and simple scripts, okay. So it will include parameterization. All right. So level 1 will start with uh, uh, basic concepts of UFT, and that should not take much time of yours. So this we can finish within 2 or 3 days. Okay. So these are activities we are talking when we are ready with test cases, not before that. Okay. So we'll work on test plan, we'll work on write test cases. Uh, Only after that we'll start this test activities. So level 1, people who are experienced, they can skip this, but they can support other members who are very new to UFT, or they have just gone through the UFT training or through videos, and they were trying to implement concept whatever they have learned. Okay, so for level 1, for the beginners, I would say, so this is for beginners in UFT or QTP. Okay, but we have prerequisite that you should have knowledge of UFT. Okay, Level 2 will try to uh, uh, will try to figure out some modules. Okay, so figure out some of uh, some modules of interact and try to implement a data driven framework. Okay, so we'll not start with uh, see people, as I said, many people will be beginners, so will take baby steps, okay, one step by one, so that everyone will be comfortable within the team, and after doing level 1 and level 2, every person in the team will be on the same page. Okay, so in level 2 will figure out some modules and will implement data driven framework. Okay, and here we'll do using object repository, we call you can say OR, okay, object repository, or descriptive programming team. Okay, so that you will get chance to implement each and everything whatever you have learned. uh, Let me go back, yeah, so that it will be visible to everyone. Okay, so in level 2 we'll implement data driven framework with some module, maybe one or two. Okay, and I would say not R, I would say and. Okay, so we'll try to quickly uh, write few scripts with object repository, and let me not put the acronyms. Okay, so one second. So team will try to uh, will try to create this data driven framework using object repository as well as descriptive programming. Okay, so I don't think it should take much than more than 5 days. Okay, because we are uh, we are going to take only few modules. Okay, but we will write the way uh, so that we can reuse those things. Okay, so what we can do, so from here also uh, we'll start okay, do not confuse much more. So function library I was thinking to include in level 2, but we'll keep it simple. Okay, and from the uh, or why not we should include here as well. Okay, so function library as well, we'll start creating function libraries so that it will be easy for us when we go for level 3 and create a hybrid framework or keyword driven framework. Okay, so level 2 will try to consider all these points. Okay, so that you will get chance to work with a script using object repository as well as descriptive programming with function library. All right, level 3 uh, will be will try to implement the advanced concept. Okay, I would say advanced concepts. So team, in between, if you have any question, any suggestion, please let me know. Why it is saying okay. So if you have any question, please ping and I will try to answer in between. Okay, so in level 3 this will be advanced concept where we are going to implement. Okay, So we need to decide keyword driven framework, okay, that is KDF, or hybrid framework. So we need to decide, team, which framework your team is interested, okay, to work on. Okay, there's one question from Mohan. Paid means what is the free and what we need to pay before, you mean, right? So uh, paid sessions means people who have paid for this UFT Live project, they will be allowed to join from the day 3 onwards. So if you are interested to join, please contact learn at iTeLearn.com sales team, and they will guide you on the pricing thing and other information. All right, I hope I answered your question, Mohan. Any other question, team? Do you have a plan include any API testing using UFT API? So we can include, okay, it depends on the bandwidth and the people who are interested to join this live project, if they are interested, okay, because see, this is not uh, trainer led instruction training. It is where you have to do the most of the work, okay, and we will from other side will have uh, we will guide you wherever it is required. We'll meet twice a week. We'll guide you. We'll see your work, where the task is going on, and how you can improve in other way. Okay, so that thing definitely will love to include all these things, UFT API and database validations. But it depends on the you. It totally depends on you. As I said, you have to do most of the work. Okay. So I'll come on these points. Okay, we'll discuss all these things. Uh, so then another question is, will you cover all the QTP topics or particular topics which we are using for that project? So see, this is not training, Mohan. Here, whatever uh, things required to implement. Okay, suppose you have already gone through the videos or you have attended live training. So this live project is a chance where you can implement all those uh, concepts, and even this in the what how the we implement here in this live project in the same manner how we implement at the job at the real life situations. So it will be very similar to any person who is working as an automation engineer in any organization. So it will be the same environment, it will be the same concept we'll try to implement, so that it will easy for you for your interviews, it will be easy for your experience. Okay, so a lot of experience you will gain, and it will really help you when you will really go to work on your job. Okay, so we will try to include in each and every topic so that you'll get hands-on experience. Okay, real-time experience means, see, if you are already working as an automation engineer, UFT or QTP automation engineer, you must be know about how we work in real-time environment. Okay, but if you are new, if you are a manual or functional testing engineer and you haven't tried in or automation, and after attending some trainings or this live project, if you want to try in as a automation engineer, you want to apply as a automation engineer. So this project will help you how we work, okay, and the concepts, whatever we implement in real-time projects, that you can try to implement here, and you can take as a hands-on experience. So that it will be easy for you to go and just start your working without any training or any KT. Okay. Uh, so you can also mention this live project in your resume as a experience, but I would not suggest to put as a job experience, but as you can put as a freelance uh, project, or you can mention that you have attended iTeLearn, this program. So these things you can mention. This will really help you that you have already worked as an automation engineer in one project. Okay. So Parmesh, Selenium with Java has been postponed for tomorrow. It was scheduled at 7 p.m. Pacific time, but it has been postponed for tomorrow. Currently, this one is UFT Live project is going on. So if you are interested in Selenium, please join back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time, right? Another question is, after finish this course, if you need any help in our job to create any complex part of automation, surely, surely we'll try to help you. If you need any help after attending this live project, please send us email or call us. We'll try to help you. Okay, there is no question. Even if you are any paid member of UFT Live project, and if you want to join other live projects as well in future, you are most welcome. Okay, there will be no restriction. If you are a premium member, once you paid for any live project, you can join as many you want to join and work with us. Okay, because there will be a lot of applications will be there, which our Atomic 77 uh, team is creating and building for other customers. So it will come to us and we will get chance to do some regression testing there. Okay, and for that we'll create a framework, we'll create a scripts, and that will really helpful for that product. So if you are interested, you can join as many time as many you want. Okay, and in your question, will surely will be there for you for any assistance when you will be in job. Okay. There's one question. It's Selenium with Java Advanced Framework Training or project. So Amit, this one is UFT Live project. It started at 8 p.m. Pacific. Today's session of Selenium with Java has been postponed for tomorrow. Okay, at 7 p.m. Pacific. So if you are interested, please join back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay. So let's go back to things we are talking about, how this uh, testing activities will go on in this live project. So in level 3, we'll try to implement advanced concepts, and it will be keyword driven framework or hybrid framework. We'll discuss within the team and we'll try to start with. Okay. So here we will utilize whatever the function libraries we have created, okay, at level 2, and we'll also enhance this function library. Maybe in data-driven framework we haven't tried many functions, but in keyword-driven surely we'll need to modify some of the uh, functions in function libraries. Okay, uh, driver script. So driver scripts, from here your execution is start. This is not any test case. Okay, this is not your test case, but it start your execution. Okay, so um, we'll create it can be a .vbs file. Okay, or you can create one script, create test in UFT. Okay, so if it will be a VBS file, we will utilize automation object model of UFT. Okay, so many advanced concept team will try to implement in level 3. Okay, and apart from this, there will be test data. Okay, we'll separate test data from our scripts, and it will be totally independent. Okay, with your scripts. So test data can be in Excel or DB. So if it will be in DB, we have to write some queries, and if it in Excel, we need to write some uh, read and write functions. Okay, to get the data. And here we'll folder structure. Folder structure, I think this should be the first uh, thing we should write here. Folder structure we need to create, what we were talking, I think, in the last session. Okay, let me check if you have anyone has any question. So we can use, yes, error handling and SOR. Yes, so uh, okay, so here we started using object repository that can be a local object repository. Okay, but here we can use a shared object repository. Okay, and what else you mentioned, Amy? I guess yeah, error handling. Definitely we'll have this. Okay, so once we are done with uh, the implementation of these things, okay, folder structure for our framework, and deciding which framework we are going to build, function libraries, driver script. So driver script is the last part. Okay, we'll not start with driver script. We'll start with our folder structure, then with our which framework we are going to follow, then based on that template we need to create team. Okay, so if you are following Excel, where we are writing our all our scripts. Okay, scripts means your test steps. Okay, not the QTP scripts. uh, your test steps template we need to create in Excel, so that each one of you in team will take the template and they will start adding the test steps. So if you have gone through the videos, you must know that about some Excel where we write test case and then test steps, or based on the test steps, if we are writing any um, let me draw if I can here. So it will be like this team. If your template is like this, okay, so in one there will be test step number, then test steps description. Okay, and if you are implementing keyword, means if you are we are implementing keyword driven framework, so keyword for each step. Okay, each step will contain keywords. Okay, and you can directly provide data here, okay, in your test steps, but we will not use this. This is not recommended a method to use data in the same Excel sheet. Okay, so we will separate out our test data and we'll write some functions to get the data from the test data based on the keyword we have provided here. Okay, in this in this cell, and here the results, it is passed or failed. Okay, so this kind of template will come up when we'll start working. Okay, yeah, I'm coming to that point, Amy, how we will report this. Okay, I'm coming to that point. All right, so um, once we are done with Excel template, we will try to write our function libraries, and that will be that's this function library should also be a very generic. It should not depend on any object, or you should not pass you should not hard code any object here in these function libraries. Okay, otherwise it will, suppose after some time if you want to use this function library for any other application, then you will have some issues. So we'll try to keep it very generic. Okay, so this will let me write at the end, because at the beginning we are not going to create driver scripts. So we'll focus on mainly uh, structuring of our uh, framework design. Okay, so then we'll have to think about how test data can be there. If you are reading from Excel, it will be a separate test data sheet, and if you are taking from Excel, then we have to uh, think about how we can write query and get the data from database. Okay, and so it will depend on how you are working. You are working with descriptive programming, so this shared object repository will not be required there. Okay, but if you are working with objects in your object repository, then we'll work with this. We'll not work on local object repository. Okay, so we will only use shared object repository because it will be easy for each and every other member to utilize this shared object repository, and we'll try to keep it in Google Drive, so that it will be, I will guide you team how we can integrate Google Drive with our system. Okay, with our laptop we have to install, and we will create folders there. Okay, so every time it will be in sync, and whatever we update in shared object repository, it will be available to other members as well. So the same thing uh, we can utilize. Otherwise we'll not create a separate object repository for each team member. Okay, we have to create one single object repository. One person will be responsible for that, to create this shared object repository. No other member will touch this. Okay, they will not add anything in this shared object repository. We'll try to restrict some action on this, so that it will be easy for each and every member to just go and create their scripts, write their script, but do not touch this. So only one person will be responsible to adding objects in this shared object repository. Okay, all right. So, and error handling, we need to handle errors. Okay, so we'll talk on this. If you have knowledge on these things, we'll try to implement, but we'll talk on these sessions as well when we'll review your test cases, your scripts. So uh, means we have to handle errors as well, right? And at the end of this level 3, we'll write driver script. I was talking about, it can be UFT test, where so what this driver script does, team, it, if you have any test, so it will, you will uh, direct UFT that go to this Excel, read this, and go to this folder and run this script. So all these things is controlled by this driver script. So either you can write in .vbs file, that is VBS script file, eh, using this automation object model. So using this you can launch QTP, you can load function libraries, object repository, you can start execution of any uh, script without manually interruption. Okay, with just one click you will fulfill all the things. Means, so this driver script is really helpful. Okay, it is very required when you will work in any real-time projects. Okay, so management say that I need only single click and which I should not touch anything. Okay, so with single click it will open your UFT, it will load a script, it will load function library, it will load object repository, it will start execution, it will um, send notifications through email. So we need to include each and everything. It will create reports. Okay, so we need to make very powerful driver script, so it will do each and everything. So once we are done with uh, level 3, we'll implement screenshots of validations. Okay, so whenever you are validating any your any in your test step, you are validating something, so you need to take a screenshot, because that is required for any your higher level management that you have actually executed this test. Okay, so that is very much required. Even for us it is required that where your script is failing. Okay, so we need to capture failure also, screenshot of failures. Okay, team, in between if you have any question, just let me know. So here a screenshot of validations failures, I would say this way. Okay, and the next thing is reporting. We need to create HTML report. Okay, so we'll guide you how you can do this HTML reporting. And email report, execution report, I would say, to everyone who are involved in this project, or in real time, if you say, you will send to your project manager, your lead, any stakeholders in that project you want to send, so you can include their email IDs. Okay, so we have talked about screenshot reporting, email execution. So this execution should also capture duration. Okay, capture duration of execution of each test case. Okay, and total execution time of that particular suit or something. Correct, and individual test case status. Correct. So we will include all these things in report, that HTML report we are going to generate. We'll include all these things. And logo, if you want to add, uh, details of your environment should also consider this, details of environment. Details of environment where you are executing test scripts. test scripts or okay, let's test environment. Okay, details of test environment, I would say. All right. So if this will cover, level 4 will cover, I think most of the things we are going to implement. Question team, I think we are clear what we are going to do from the day 2, and uh, this will be your 8th of August. So we'll try to complete before on or on 8th of September. Okay, or if required we can extend 2 weeks more, so it can go up to mid of September, I guess. Okay, question team, any questions on these things what we are including in this live project? And yeah, so as we will get time, so we'll also try to explore UFT using API testing. Okay, what else? I think some questions were there about API, and what else, team? Do we need to include any other thing? Okay, so we'll also will cover if it is uh, I will try to cover this. Okay, how we do this UFT API testing, so don't worry about this. We'll mainly focus on these things, then we'll at the end of this we'll try to include this one also in our project. Currently our project does not support any API, but with some free APIs we can do this. Okay, at least a few get or something. I will also take few sessions on this thing, how API works and how what API does, how it works. Okay, so that is from my side, team. I think we are all set for our uh, day 3, from where we'll start actually working. So what you can expect before day 3 is we will divide in team, and we'll send you the notifications. Means I will send you the email, but only for the people who are interested to join this live project. All right, and I will also ask each of you to just work on this test plan. I have already will share in this Google Drive will be shared with you once you send the confirmation for this project. I will send this Google Drive with you, and your team members names. Okay, there will be one contact sheet you can check, and you can just start interaction with them. So first on day 3 I will try to review this test plan from each of team. Okay, and then we'll start working on write test cases. So these two will try to finish as soon as possible within 2-3 days or in the first week, so that we'll have enough time to work on these points. Okay, questions, team? Otherwise I'm done for the day. What is logo? Logo means on the HTML report if you want to put some logo. Okay, so if you want to add any image or a logo, you can just add. Um, please give schedule which days and time next week. Yes, so um, timing things, I think you will get communication, but let me write here. So it will start from 8th of August. Most probably, I guess 6 p.m. Okay, but you'll get notification about this when this live project will start on 8 August. but most probably it will be 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay, then we'll meet on, let me go here, schedule. So as I said, we'll meet twice a week. Okay, so next will be, when we'll meet on 11th. Okay, in the same manner, this will be Monday, right? And this will be Thursday. All right, so every Monday and Thursday will meet, not only on 8th and 11th, but every Monday and Thursday of week till completion of this project will meet. Okay, completion date will be if I talk, it will be we'll try to finish by 8th September. Okay, completion of project, but if required we can extend to 1 or 2 weeks. All right, can you give me UFT install procedure using virtual server for Windows 10? I have already enrolled. Okay, so for Windows 10 uh, I need to check. Okay, but if uh, Oracle Virtual Box. So team, if you are interested to install this, you can install this virtual box on your machine. Okay, you can download this virtual box, uh, but it requires, please go through the, it supports Windows 10, I guess, right? Yeah, it requires good number of RAM in your laptop, like 6 GB RAM or so, because it only requires 2 GB RAM. It will take at least 1 GB or 2 GB RAM of your laptop. So if your laptop is running on 2 GB, I would not recommend to download this, otherwise your your machine will hang. Okay, so why this is required? Because if you have already installed trial version, then it will not work if you try to install again on the same machine. So this virtual concept, it will create this one uh, virtual machine on your laptop. It will take some RAM, it will take some space of your machine. So very simple installation of this is very simple, and if required, I think let me go through how we can install on so to install any OS on this, you require ISO file, okay, of that Windows. So if you have with you your Windows ISO file, OS file, you can, I will send you the installation guide how we can install easily. Okay. All right, team. Any other question, or we are good? So Mahi, hope it is clear to you. I hope you have already installed virtual server, but installation will be easy, I guess. There should be no because download it, install it. Okay. While uh, creating any virtual machine on that, then you need some guidance. Okay. I will try to figure out and send to you. But it support Windows 10, I guess. Yeah. Let me know, team. Okay. Let me put this link to everyone so that because many people come and say they are not able to uh, install UFT on their machines. so they are not able to practice, they are not able to involve in this live project. Because if you have already installed or your trial has already expired, we cannot do anything. You need to contact HP, but the license cost is huge. Okay, you cannot I should not recommend to go with that for just for your practice. Okay, so restoring windows will work, but you will lose all your data. So even that I won't recommend, but if you are okay with restoring windows, that is fine. So for that, before installing, you can restore your machine at some point before installing, okay, your machine. And then you can, once your trial version has been expired, you can just restore earlier version of your OS, your machine, and then install again. I hope this will work. So try this, or else this virtual box is always for you. All right, team. So thank you for joining today. And if you have any question, send this on these email IDs. And but before day 3, please make up your mind and send your confirmation. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to join uh, day 3 sessions onwards. Okay. So if you are really interested to join, please email learn@itlearn.com. Okay. And if you have any technical query, you can send on these email IDs. Okay, all right, we are good here, I guess. So thank you for joining. Let's meet on day 3, and we'll start working on this project. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye for now.